Hello Scorpios, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you're new here, don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can by using this plain deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. And we are doing a read on who and what is leading you astray. Now, here's the who, which is an Ace of Diamonds. This is a much younger earth sign is leading you astray. This is a parent-child type age gap. Now, before I get going in here, I do apologise if there's any annoying noises in the background or anything like that. I'm filming in a hotel. This one has air conditioning, which keeps kicking in, but it's a little bit noisy. So, there you go. Yeah, so older, no, younger earth sign. This is linked with the full moon in Scorpio, no, the new moon in Scorpio, all signs overview I done. And in that particular read, you had the Five of Pentacles. So this person is possibly leading you astray by financial means. Maybe they're telling you they've got more money than they actually have. Maybe they are telling you that they're okay for money. Maybe it's your child and they're saying, no, it's okay, I don't need any money, I'm all good, but they haven't actually got enough money to pay for their bills or anything like that. I'm going to clear my throat quickly. Or on the other hand, if this is a love reading, the Five of Pentacles could be an indication that they're ghosting you, but every time you do manage to get in contact with them somehow, maybe you appear at their job or something like that, and you confront them about this like ghosting business, they turn around and say, oh no, I'm just being so busy recently, I'm not ghosting you, I just haven't had the time, or something like that, because they're leading you astray with whatever the Five of Pentacles was all about. Okay, let's have a look what we got to go with that. We got the Hanged Man, and so someone's looking at things from the other side of the fence, someone's looking at something differently. Okay, and we got the Lovers, what could be an indication that this is a love reading of some description as well. It could just be also an indication that this is the universe's choice. Okay, there's our first card. Okay, so that is going to be our person in a little bit more detail. Just there is going to be how they are leading you astray. Unfortunately, these are probably just going to be off the edge of the screen, top and bottom. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, which is the overall outcome of this. Okay, from the bottom of the deck, we're going to have an overall energy of the read. So we've got the Knight of, the Page of Wands. Okay, so the overall energy of the read for this is some sort of like reckless action I'm getting off this. It's someone who normally is seizing the opportunity. They see the opportunity, they grab hold of it, but they don't really think about the outcome of the opportunity. The page is like the youngest of all the pages. It's a childish, it's an immature energy coming off that. But I also feel reckless. And so for those of you who have not got a love interest in this, and it could be your child, and obviously you do have a love interest in it if it is your child, because, well, you love your child, but you know what I mean. If it's not a romantic type love, then their actions are just being reckless. It's like they are saying that they're all okay financially, they're fine, they can manage, but they can't. But that's the recklessness in them. Or they should be able to manage, but because they're not handling their money properly, because they're being reckless with their money, and that's why it is. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands as a sort of like who this person is in a little bit more detail. The Two of Wands is an energy of choices being made. Okay, and so this person is either someone who's always making a choice, always seems to be at a crossroads in their life, or it's someone who is I don't know, it could be someone who creates choices, I'm feeling. We got the Two of Pentacles coming out with this as well. We have got the King of Cups. We got the Page of Cups. And can I just squeeze that right on at the end there? The Three of Cups. Okay, so it is very possible if this is it was easy for me to say. If this is a person who is a love interest of yours, a romantic interest of yours, then there's a possibility that you met them at some sort of function, a party maybe, a reunion of some description. Okay, obviously this is a much younger person, so let's paint the picture. You go to a school reunion and someone's brought their child with them. Okay, that made it sound bad. They brought their offspring with them, and yeah, you bumped into them at this reunion and you've hit it off. You've got on quite well. Okay, with the King of Cups, with the Page of Cups, it's indicating some sort of new love or an immature love. Okay, some sort of like fantasy element to it, a dreamlike romantic sense, but there's this indecision about it as well. They're actually quite mature when it comes to love, but yeah, they're a little bit either that's, although they seem mature, there's the immaturity which is underneath it. Okay, what's the best way to describe that? Sometimes you can meet someone who's your own age, but they still act like a child. Well, in this particular case, there's someone who's acting a lot older than they are. This person, this earth sign, acts a lot older than they are, especially when it comes to romance and love and courting and all that. But underneath it all, there is still that childness. There's these few little things where they might do something and you would just think, yeah, that's like what I expect like a 25-year-old to do. Yeah, their idea of taking you out on a date was taking you down to the local club for the night. Not really the sort of thing you want to do at your age. With the Two of Pentacles, again, there's this like juggling. The Pentacles, although they are a card of finance and materialistic things, it's also just the card of the practical, the real world, if you want, or the suit of the real world, where you have your wands, which are passion, your cups, which are love, and your swords, which are all thinking and thought and maybe in the realms of fantasy. The Pentacles are in the realms of the real world. Okay, so they're juggling things in the real world. They're sort of taking on more than they can deal with, and they're trying to fit in a full-time job plus a full-time social life plus something else on the side, and then there's you. They're trying to put you into it all as well. Okay, so let's see what's crossing this, shall we? Crossing this is all the pages are coming out. Look, we got 3 out of 4 of them. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is this. They're very dramatic. Okay, they're very like everything's a big deal for them. So if they have met you and they are pursuing some sort of love interest with you, everything's a drama. Okay, so let's have a look at this page. No, this 9 of Pentacles. So this is kind of like how and the what they're leading you astray with. They're leading you astray with again, I'm feeling a wealth issue. They kind of either way, it doesn't matter if this is a romantic love interest for you or your younger sibling or your child or just someone who is younger who you know. They're not as well off as they're making out. Okay, so again, this is how they're leading you astray. They're leading you astray with their wealth. The 9 of Pentacles, although sometimes it is an energy of retirement, in this particular case it's an energy of wealth. Obviously, to retire you have to have amassed enough wealth to not have to worry about going to work. Okay, millionaires, well, they don't have to work. They can live off the interest of their money in their bank, which means, well, the Nine of Pentacles represent them. Someone who doesn't have to, someone who's not tied into the practical part of life anymore, because financially that's all sorted. But they're sort of like, well, leading you astray with this. Okay, so we got the Empress coming out, we got the Six of Pentacles, we got the Five of Wands, and and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's how they're leading you astray. Now, it might be a case with the Six of Pentacles and the Empress coming out. It could be an energy of they actually have a lot more than they're letting on. Okay, they're leading you astray with that Five of Pentacles. They're making it look like they're in some sort of financial issue, but perhaps they've got a lot more. Now, in the case of this being your child or a younger sibling, this could be, there's got to be a reason they're leading you astray with this. There's got to be a reason they're not letting you know actually how much they do have. Maybe because they've got it illegally. Okay, there's nothing actually out here which suggests that. It's just something what popped into my head. That maybe they're doing something a little bit untoward to earn their extra money. Again, with the Empress and the Six of Pentacles coming out as well, they're saying that, well, they're a positive. It's a positive energy. It's kind of lucky. Now, they might have just had a lucky win on the lottery or the horses, and they just haven't told you. As a love interest goes, yeah, they might have a lot more money than they're letting on. They're offering you one out of the Six Pentacles. They're showing you that they've got a little bit. Maybe this is just simply because they don't want you to be in love with them because of their money. Okay, because then that'll bring us onto the conflict card of the Five of Wands. There is a conflict about them doing this with you. Okay, they might want to tell you that they're in dire straits and they need some cash, or they might want to tell you that money is no object to them. They've got more money than they can spend in their lifetime. But either way round, that light is right on. No, there's some other light it's casting. Anyway, there's that light up there. I'll change that for my next video. Okay, so but there is this conflict about this. So maybe you maybe starting to realize that they have this issue with their finances, either way round, be it good or bad. And maybe you've confronted them, and maybe they're conflicted about actually telling you the truth or not. Okay, with the Empress there though, they are sitting pretty. It doesn't matter either way round if they got a financial issue, or perhaps if they have ghosted you. Maybe what's leading you astray on this is the fact that you just think they're ghosting you, but the Empress sitting there sort of saying, well, no, they're not. They're actually being open and honest with you to a certain extent. Okay, but whatever it is, it's kind of saying, yeah, they're sitting in a good position, no matter what you're thinking. Okay, crossing this as well is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is telling us, now there is a plan to all this. Okay, they plan on telling you at some point. They plan on revealing this at some point. They plan on borrowing money off you at some point. They plan on making this all good and making this all work. But the problem is, people who plan a hell of a lot don't act too much, because by the time it's ready to act, well, the moment's gone. Okay, crossing this as well, crossing our Knight of Pentacles is the Fool. They're planning on some form of new beginning. Okay, some sort of new journey. And I did say that is the minor arcana of the Fool. I'm pretty sure I did. I normally do. So yeah, they are planning on this with you. But okay, so the outcome. So this is kind of like your part of the energy in all this read. And the universe is telling you the Knight of Wands. I don't know, a song just popped into my head. It's what's starting making me I can't think who sing it. I think it's the Rolling Stones, and I think it's called "Love the One You're With," which basically, if you listen to the lyrics to that, it sort of says, if you can't have what you want, be happy with what you've got. Okay, if you can't love the one you want to love, love the one you're with. And that's what this Knight of Wands is telling me. It's sort of saying, enjoy the moment. Okay, the Knight of Wands charges in, gets what they want, and then leaves and goes off and finds something else that they want. Okay, it's why they sometimes come across as the player card, because that's what players do. They see someone, they go and get wet with that someone, and then they go off and find someone else. Okay, so yeah, what have we got here then? We've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Nine of Pentacles again, we've got the Star, and we got the Nine of Swords. Now that Nine of Swords, that's an indication of that Hanged Man we saw in the cup. The Six of Swords is telling us things are going to get calmer if you just go with what you want. Just go indulge in your passion. Okay, just do what you want to do. Don't worry too much about the outcome from this. Don't worry about if people are going to get hurt from it or not. Just go and get what you want to go and get, and stop overthinking it. Things will calm down. Okay, things will become right. The turbulence of it all will steady out. After every storm, there is sunshine. After every long drought, there's a couple of hiccups out of nowhere. There's eventually rain. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles coming out as well, this is about this. The secret will come out. Okay, just get what you want from it. Things will calm down, and then the Empress here, this other person will tell you what you want to know. They will reveal to you about their Nine of Pentacles, the fact that they are financially independent, or maybe all this is a worry that you think they're leading you astray because they have someone else in the background, but they're not. They're actually free and single. Okay. Now the Star is telling us that this is actually what you've manifested. Okay, you've kind of wished this into existence, because that's one of the things that Star is talking about. It's also about good health and good practice of personal health and all that, and it's also another positive energy. It's another angel coming out within the read. I say another one, it's the only angel what's come out in the read as well, but hey ho. And there's obviously I was referring to the Empress being as an angel, but yeah, there's kind of this element of luck. You've been putting it out there. She's pouring these 2 cups of, well, cups again, as I've already told you, is emotion. So 2 cups of emotions, one into a river or a pond, and one onto the solid ground, making something grow. Now, this is the representation of the 5D, the spiritual world, and the 3D, our practical world. You've been putting your intentions out there both ways. Yeah, and the universe has been answering. So you are now getting your comeback from your intentions, your manifestations, if you will. And this person is that comeback. Now, when we got the Nine of Swords, now this is now you overthinking it. It's like, well, is this my person? They seem to fit the bill, but there's this element of then they're keeping something from me. Well, my person wouldn't be keeping something from me because we would be ultimately in love or something like that. But it's not the case. The universe can't make the perfect thing. If the universe could make the perfect thing, none of us would be here, because the universe wouldn't have to balance the energies, because it would have made the perfect thing. Okay, by default, us being here indicates that the universe is infallible, just like we are, and can screw up, and it did. Fortunately for us, it did screw up, and it created us at some point down that screw up. Yes, that's us. We are just a screw up of the universe's grand plan. But you're overthinking the situation, and that overthinking of the situation is then leading to all this, leading to the fact that, so this person might not actually be leading you astray. You just might think they're leading you astray. Okay, So I knew it'd come out sooner or later in one of these reads where it is actually the person is being quite open and honest with you, and you believe they're not. So yeah, there you go. Let's have a look and see what your person would like to say to you. Let's throw a card out for each of these. Okay. So for them, they just want you to give them time. Okay. They got to decide on what they want to tell you, and decide about the Empress and this freedom and this independence and this financial wealth. They just need time to decide if it's right or not, to let you know about this. Okay, about what's deceiving you, what are they telling you about that? It's too hard. Either it's too hard a choice for them to make, or it's just hard. They may have been caught out by something like this in the past, where they revealed how much they've had straight away and ended up with some sort of gold digger. Okay, and for you down here, yeah, they're sort of wanting to tell you just shut up, and go with it. Okay, stop overthinking things with that Nine of Swords, that Hanged Man, and at the bottom of the deck, yeah, do you love me? That's all they really want to know. They don't want to know if you love their money. You love their finances. You love the independence they give you, or the opportunity of the independence they give you, or the balance they might bring into your life, because we do have a couple of sixes in this read, and oh, that's a 5, and I can't count. There you go. I just saw a 3 there and a 3 there. Well, I saw it as a 6, another 6 out of that 9 when I put that card in the way. But yes, they just want to know, do you actually love me for me? Okay, Scorpio, that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Should have said this at the beginning. It is a general read after all, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, go and check out the Allsigns overview. There will be a link in the description for that. If it does resonate with you, feel free, give this video the thumbs up for me. Let me know that you like this video. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you like this video. If you didn't like this video, you can always let me know in the comments why before you hit that thumbs down button. Yeah, be out there, be honest, be open. Don't just hide behind a thumbs down, I didn't like this. Let me know in the comments why you didn't like this. Obviously, if you did like this, you can let me know in the comments why you did like this as well. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. That way you'll be adding your energy into the tarot team part, and it will be making my future reads more resonating with you and more personal on your level. Okay, until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you all be good out there.